Futures and options on futures trading involve substantial risk and is not a suitable investment for all types of investors. Past results are not necessarily indicative of future results. When I use the word I in this video, it refers to what I teach in my charting course or what I author in my twice daily oral and written updates. Prices shown on charts and quote boards are in real time and take into account all known activity up to this point in time. And if you'd like to read more of this disclaimer, simply hit the pause key on your video player.
Good day. Ira Epstein of Linn & Associates with your metals market update for this Tuesday, the 14th of August, 2018, about 2:50 p.m. Central Daylight Time. As you can see, the day's acting like the stocks are going to end up a little bit. The copper market got annihilated. No other way to say it. 5-cent drop today, 4.5-cent drop. It's big. And that's because we're starting to see a crack in China's economy. Things are slowing down, and this was their July data. It's only going to get uglier because more sanctions are going to hit both them and America from them, and it's going to get even worse before it gets better. It seems to be that's what they want, unless there's some back channel talk going where they understand you got to give ground on this intellectual property and some of the other things. The problem is face saving. I think you know that, and that's going to be the biggest issue. At the same time, the U.S. needs to get some trade deals done in order to get them somewhat pressured. Things to think about. Silver market up a little bit with gold, even with the dollar higher. Most of the currency markets, mixed bag, and it's the dog days of summer. Don't kid yourself. There's a lot of volatility, and it's still the summer. As we take a look at the weekly chart of closes on gold, you can see how the market continues to break down on this level. For the week, you're down $17. It's only Tuesday. As I pointed out yesterday, you had this pattern in the market where you broke out to the downside. The market, if this is the bounce, it's not very impressive. A lot of resistance all the way back up into the 1215 level. When you take a look here at the swing lines, and remember, this is that chart without a swing line on it. When you go to the swing lines, you got a pattern of lower highs, lower lows. That is bearish. The resistance is starting to fall at this point. It's getting underneath now that last swing line high. It's already at 1225. It'll drop again tonight because you're going to lose some of the data that's back here in the 18-day pattern. So that's going to come down, and that'll be a resistance point on rallies possibly. When you look at the Bollinger Band, notice how the market is trading literally on it, just staying under it, 2 days in a row under it from the looks of the closes. Gives you a 3% chance tomorrow of staying under that black band again. In Bollinger Bands, market will trade within this algorithm 95% of the time. That does not mean, oh, I'm going to get long because it's going to bounce. That number can keep falling on you. That's not what it's about. It's about, let's assume that you want to be short, because the trend is down, the bias is down. Can you get a bit of a short off maybe than where you're at right now? In terms of the slow stochastics, in terms of momentum, if you look, both numbers are under 20 today. If I go to yesterday, both were under 20. Not under 20 the day before. So it needs one more day tomorrow, if both numbers stay under 20, to say, the market is converted from oversold to locking in a bear trend again in terms of the momentum. The odds are it won't do it. So the market should try to rally, which fits in with this number. Does it have to? It doesn't. It's all about probabilities. In the gold ETF, notice how you're just riding the Bollinger Band. The difference here is you've got the embedded reading. It's past tense. It's all been in place. And as it stays in place, it's not unusual when that happens for the market to have, at best, sort of bounces in the market. They don't go anywhere one way or the other. Look at how bad the GDX mining stocks are going. Do you notice how it's tied in with the embedded slow stochastic? Now, if you don't understand this or you want to understand it, go to our website at www.iraepstein.com and look under the word education and charts, our charting course. I think you might learn a lot by looking at the videos. It's roughly, I don't know, 6 hours of videos, and you see what I did back in a pace. You do the same thing. Then in the mornings, when you're taking the course, I bring you up with today's charts, and you're able to now discuss all these things as to how they're developing, reinforce it, and then we have live webinars as well. But lower highs, lower lows, still bearish. In the gold-silver ratio, a small turn today in favor of the silver, but not enough to say a trend is there in any manner. When I come to the bar chart, you got a higher high, lower low. No trend, oversold, desperately trying to get a rally back over that Bollinger Band. It's like the gold futures, 2 days in a row under it. The odds are 3% tomorrow that it'll stay under it. In the copper market, couldn't quite make it on any of these rallies. You have to go all the way back here into June to get to a Bollinger top. It's just a sign of how sick this market is. But if past history is any indicator, each time this market has hit the Bollinger Band, you've had a bit of a spin away from it. Here's what you got to get careful of. See all this sideways action? If it starts down and embeds, this could be looked at as a top. Yeah, another top carrying the market even lower. Things you got to look for. On the positive side, if the strikes develop into something in Chile and you lose supply, got to be careful of that. So in the platinum market, let me turn this off so that we're not interfered with out of that. As I look at the platinum market on the daily bar chart, you can see the market's got a higher high, lower low pattern, again under the lower Bollinger Band and oversold. Is this a new top in the market? That's what you got to wonder about. I can't answer that yet. I could probably in a day or two. Palladium market still very much in a bear trend, oversold. Will it get down to the lower Bollinger Band, which is, if you'll notice, right where my finger is starting to arc higher. Hard to tell, but my guess is the bears still have full control of this, as the bulls have full control of the dollar index, but an overbought condition, a flip-flop of what we're looking at in metals. Will it embed? If we take a look right here, today's numbers, both over, as you can see here, 80. Over 80 yesterday, not the day before. Tomorrow's going to be the key day. So it's a setup day that if the dollar wants to pull back, tomorrow's a likely candidate day because of the embedding, and the gold has to try to rally, see if it can keep that. I talk about all this in my market research. Now, in my research, let me just tell you how it works. I start off in the morning at 8:30 with a video for my subscribers that want to see my trade recommendations. For those that only want commentary, not those, at 11:30 in the morning, I write commentary, it goes out. You can have commentary only or commentary with trade recommendations. Your shot on it. We even mailed out a special to most people that are on our mailing list today to get them going for the summer special because I might raise prices come the fall. But in any case, it's free for a trial if you haven't tried it. You should try it if you want to see my point of view on how the charts work in the morning versus when I come on here and just give you generalizations. I actually can say in those videos that I do in the morning, buy here, sell there, this is what you should do, because that's what I'm telling my recommendations as well. How do you get access? Give us a call. Go to our website, and you can click up here at any time if you want to, and this icon will take you right over to that page. You can sign up for everything, and away you go. I'm Ira Epstein. Thanks for watching. Sorry about the phone. Should have turned that off. We'll get it tomorrow right. Have a